Good evening. New tonight, a man is injured after falling from a railing at Chase Field yesterday. Thanks for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kariba Devine. The shocking scene playing out just minutes after an Arizona Diamondbacks game. 12 News journalist Maria Stobbs is joining us in studio. And Maria, you spoke to some of the witnesses who must be stunned by what they saw.
Mark Caribe, they are. The Arizona Diamondbacks confirmed to 12 News that no incident like this has ever happened at Chase Field. A sudden fall that witnesses say they cannot unsee.
It was pretty horrifying to witness.
Julie and Lloyd Drinkard still trying to process what they saw shortly after the Diamondbacks-Tigers game ended Wednesday afternoon at Chase Field.
There was the feeling of helplessness, nothing that you could have done about it. Regret that it happened.
They say they watched a man fall from the second floor of the rotunda near the west entrance.
Heard them hit the ground and could feel the ground shake underneath us.
According to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, witnesses said the man appeared to climb on the railing to take a picture before losing his balance and falling.
That's all I can still see. And that's all my husband can still see is just this guy falling. And he was falling face up, like so his back towards the ground and just waving his arms and his legs.
They're not the only ones shaken up.
The more I think about it, the more chilling it gets.
Cody Treon also heard the impact.
It was definitely like a smack, like skin to like a granite countertop smack.
Within seconds,
there was a Tigers fan that was giving CPR to the guy.
Deputies rushed in, followed by paramedics.
Then eventually the ambulance came and they pulled the stretcher down and they came and picked him up.
Now, as witnesses hold on to hope,
hopefully a miracle will happen and he'll only see minor problems.
They're also taking steps to process what they saw.
We're going to go talk to somebody to see if they can help us, just work through things and the traumatic event and everything.
And encouraging others to do the same.
This is not something that happens every day that people witness. And it was horrific and an unfortunate event that happened.
And we've reached out to the sheriff's office for an update on the man's condition, but so far there's no new information. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Live in studio, Maria Stobbs, 12 News.
Okay, Maria, thanks. Right now, Bell Road is closed in both directions near 91st Avenue after a bad crash. Peoria police tell us 4 people were taken to the hospital, 1 with serious injuries. Detectives are on the scene investigating. The road could be closed for several hours, and there's still no word on what caused the crash.
Also new tonight, Peoria police have resubmitted a recommendation for charges against a teacher at Centennial High School amid allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a student. Haley Beck is accused of giving the student special treatment, doing his homework, and giving him grades that he didn't earn. A sexual relationship allegedly began once the student turned 18. The allegations were first reported to the Arizona Department of Education on August 3rd of last year. The district board voted unanimously to begin firing Beck last week.
An arrest has been made in a 3-year-old murder case in Central Phoenix. Back in February of 2023, police found the body of 29-year-old Carissa Hamilton. She'd been shot to death inside her car at Steele Indian School Park. The case went cold, but this week, Andre Nichols was taken into custody. Phoenix police say Nichols was Hamilton's boyfriend at the time of the shooting. He's facing a charge of second-degree murder and is being held on a $2 million bond.
We're learning some new details tonight about the missing girl from Gila County that was found 30 years later. Christina Plant went missing in 1994, sparking an extensive search. Investigators now believe that Plant ran away. The Gila County Sheriff's Office saying that she went to live with an undisclosed family member. The sheriff's office says that out of the respect for Plant's privacy, no additional details are being released.
As valley temperatures hit the 90s, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is getting ready for what will surely be a busy weekend at the Salt River. A lot of people are still in town. Hundreds are expected to tube and paddleboard down the river.
Yeah, deputies say that they have already had an air rescue of 1 woman so far this season. Tonight, only on 12 News. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly spoke with that woman and those who helped to save her.
Easter weekend is when the river gets packed, but it was less than a week ago when a woman dislocated her shoulder and another got trapped by a tree, which is why the sheriff's office and those who come out here often say you need to be prepared.
I've never experienced any injury like this in my life.
Tasha Weisner has gone paddleboarding down the Salt River countless times, but her most recent visit was almost her last.
Just ripping, searing, debilitating pain.
She was going through Pinball Alley, an area known for intense rapids. She said the person in front of her fell off their paddleboard, causing Weisner to fall off as well. When she tried to get back on her board,
my back caught a rock, and as my back caught a rock, the current ripped my board away, and it ripped my shoulder out of its socket. Unfortunately, I felt it. I felt the pop and the rip at the same time, and so it was pretty scary.
Nick Capiceno and Bradley White were nearby and jumped in to help.
And I saw the panic, and as she went through, you could see her knees bounce and hitting the rocks.
Well, I keep a throw rope here. I was able to toss it, and then they were able to tie it off on a tree. Tasha said that was how she was able to kind of get across.
Once on dry land, the sheriff's office airlifted her to an ambulance and took her to the hospital, learning she dislocated her shoulder and may need surgery.
While I was standing there waiting to be airlifted out, 4 people wiped out during that time.
The day before this, another rescue. A woman also paddleboarding down Pinball Alley with her dog fell off, but she was attached to a leash to prevent her board from getting away. That leash getting trapped by a tree.
When we saw her, she was already starting to go under and she was holding on to her dog.
Another group also went in to help.
He was helping keep her head above water and started getting the leash off,
pulling her to safety. They all go down the river dozens of times a year, saying if you plan on paddleboarding,
0 ankle leashes. That's how people die.
Sergeant Rob Marsky with the sheriff's office says they're right.
It is recommended to not wear a leash when you are paddleboarding in a body of water with a fast-moving current, just for that exact reason.
It's fine for lakes, but Marsky says on the river, that leash meant to save you from losing your board could drag you into the water. For Weisner, she was able to thank those who helped save her.
Very grateful, very lucky.
She and everyone here wanting those who come to the river to have fun and enjoy safely.
Because I really want you to go home at the end of the day. This is a beautiful place, but it's not really that beautiful if you don't get to see it the next day, you know?
The sheriff's office also recommends whether you're kayaking, paddleboarding, or tubing, you need to wear a life vest. We're at the Salt River. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
The NCAA Women's Final Four is bringing a lot of buzz to the Valley, with thousands of fans descending on the greater Phoenix area.
Yeah, and while play at Mortgage Matchup Center starts tomorrow, fans already starting to trickle into the area.
12 News journalist Tiani Jadalang is live in downtown Phoenix, where all of the activity is going on. Tiani, what's it looking like down there?
Mark Caribe, in less than 24 hours, thousands of fans will be inside Mortgage Matchup Center right behind me, cheering on one of 4 teams. And while we all have our preferred teams hoping to take home the championship, many of the fans we spoke to today tell me they're here for far more than just basketball.
Go Huskies!
That's Greg Smith and his 3 grandchildren, a Wisconsin native cheering on the Yukon Huskies in this year's Women's Final Four. But this year it's about more than basketball. It's about family for Smith, especially as his grandkids travel down to watch their hometown hero.
The kids came down because KK Arnold, that plays for Yukon, is from Germantown, where my grandkids live, so.
A similar situation for Alan and his mother, Nikki Bergoodlow. The 2 are in Phoenix from Houston, and they say as Texans, they're cheering on the Longhorns. But they say watching basketball while with family is the cherry on top.
It's huge. It means everything. I mean, it's one thing to sit at home from your couch and just enjoying the game, and to be here live in person, it's a great memory that we'll always have.
This is amazing and huge. And I love spending time with my mom, and I'm just chilling.
The celebrations go far beyond the Mortgage Matchup Center and the Phoenix Convention Center. Restaurants like the Title IX Sports Grill are hosting their own set of events.
We have events all weekend. It starts today with our kickoff party. We have a book signing. A couple authors are coming in here signing their books. Tomorrow, big game. We have the Latinos Coaches Association in here. The ACLU is doing an event watch party on Sunday.
With the restaurant named after a law which pushed for equal opportunities for men and women, and a former basketball player herself, this tournament brings a sense of pride for owner Audrey Corley.
It's great for our city, right? Especially being our first year open. we're a year in it, and then to have this big event is huge for our bar. But it's one of the things that just being an old coach and an athlete of basketball, it just makes me proud to be here and be a part of the movement.
For those who might not have tickets, there are several free events all weekend long.
We've got For It All Fest, we've got Tourney Town, there's a Super Saturday practice on Saturday, the free concert out at Hans Park on Saturday night. So it's a walkable downtown campus.
Now, all the action starts tomorrow with UConn taking on South Carolina. That game starts at 4 p.m., followed by Texas taking on the UCLA Bruins. That starts at 6:30 p.m. Now, if you are interested in attending those games but don't have tickets, it is not too late. According to Ticketmaster, there are some tickets available. They run about $220 for a ticket, and that will get you into both semifinal games. Live in Phoenix, I'm Tiani Jadling, 12 News.
All right, Tiani, thanks.